Good morning, everybody. Well, we got a little bit of camping done over the weekend. Really had a ball. But they're talking about the temperatures here in Eastern Virginia probably going to 70 or better by the end of the week. And we're getting to that time of the year where hot tenting is probably not going to be very often to happen. So we'll probably transition to gardening season and everything. We've got a bunch of fruit trees that we need to attend to, and so we'll see what we can do. And as anybody knows, here on the east coast of Virginia, it gets warm pretty quick. Usually by March or April, you're dealing with some air conditioning weather. And oh well, it's been fun. And okay, the white grapes, kind of a greenish color, they're starting to wake up. And I've dispersed a really large bed of strawberries and put them in smaller patches all over the place. And oregano, thyme, rosemary, doing good. You come on back down here, and you can see a goji berry starting to wake up. You're starting to kind of get the little points on him. Another goji waking up. These are gooseberries. They're starting to wake up. A couple of the blueberry plants. And this little fellow over here, this is an Isaiah kiwi, and he's waking up. And more strawberries in different places. And this is an olive tree, and he's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months old. Of course, it'll be several years before he cranks out more batches of strawberries. This is a kindred nectarine tree. More strawberries around the base. Methley plum starting to wake up. More strawberries. And that is an Apache thornless blackberry. More strawberries on the base of the tree. This is one of those apple trees that's got 2 different types of apples on it. Asparagus hasn't not woke up yet. Looking forward to it. This is the Montgomery cherry tree. He's not very old, a couple months at most. And starting to wake up. And this is a red, I think it's a Red Haven peach. And same way, another type of a peach. More bundles of strawberries. This is the wild type of blackberry. It has the thorns on it, so that's always fun. And this is a Concord grape, and I have it running down this long trellis, and it meets in the middle there with the green grape. Down the center here will be tomato plants, black peppers, or green peppers I should say, bell peppers, any other type of thing. And we'll do some string beans and lima beans, crowder peas, whatnot, and some of the other places. So we'll see how this turns out. And it's about time to break out the lawnmower and the weed eaters and all that stuff. And of course, the guardian of the garden, old Mr. Owl here. And there he is. All right, man. Probably the end of the week, we'll probably cook a chicken on the grill or something. It's getting to be about that time. So, check back with y'all a little while. Okay, I'm going to have to clean out this here plastic shed here. It's really getting to be a mess. And it's got a little bit of everything in it. And it's kind of hard to get anything in and out. The old tent enclosure, I'm going to take it down and repurpose that wood and probably make some raised bed things for the garden. And of course you can see that the muck is starting to dry up. We hadn't had any rain in about 4 or 5 days, so that's a good thing. Yeah, it was the big old tree that we cut down a year or so ago. And so far the new fencing is holding true. Of course, we get our first big storm coming up, and that's why I'm kind of letting these big shrubs go crazy up against it. It has a little more structure to it. And of course, you can see the fire pit, and there we are looking at the garden from the other end. Bunch of projects to do, but I sure am glad I don't have to do this fence again this year unless the wind blows it back down. And here's the inside, the old tent enclosure. Of course, I used to spend a lot of summer days out here in this thing. It stays kind of cool in here, but it's time to take her back down. And of course, that platform in there, I used to set the cot up with the buggy on it and sleep on it. A lot of fun. All right, this is the new section that'll be going on the shed here. Give me a bit more room, about 4 foot by 8 foot extension. Maybe put the wood lathe in there and rain barrel. Time to clean the side of the yard up. And of course, the Ringo Ranger long range 2 meter ham radio antenna. It'll reach to 75, 80 miles out, so it's always fun to mess with. And there we go. You can see my mess after all this rain and stuff, and at one point in time, probably 4 or 5 inches of rain in here. But it's been a good winter. I wish we'd had more snow. All right, the potatoes are beginning to eye up, and it's a good sure sign of spring. We'll talk about temperatures in the 70s here in the next day or two. So time to get the garden all back ready to do its thing. Well, we've gone from 28-degree days and evenings to almost 70, and I believe hot tent camping is about over with. We started to get the garden ready. Some of the sweet potatoes are starting to eye up, and we got a sweet potato too starting to do its thing. So I don't think we're going to have a whole lot much more winter here in Southeast Virginia. I think it's just about over with. Well, mighty pretty sky, man. It's about 68 degrees. Not too bad for the 10th of March, but here in Virginia, man, it switches right quick, and I bet you within 2 or 3 weeks from now, we'll be getting the severe thunderstorms, those hot, muggy days, and tornado warnings and all that good stuff. And over the last few days, we have been taking apart this old tent enclosure combination greenhouse, and repurpose as much of this wood as we can, and get ready for gardening season. I guess I'm hoping it'll get cold one more weekend. Maybe we can do some hot tent camping. But guys, I don't think it looks very promising. I think we're in spring, good and solid now. All right, man. That's why I kind of like the warmer days somewhat, man. Do a little bit more grilling, but man, it really is nice out here. Anybody ready to eat? I know I am. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. It's Thursday. I think it's March 11th, something like that. Beautiful day out here. It's just a little bit under 70 degrees, wind's blowing, everything's coming to life. You got bees and wasps and everything else all coming in. Daylight savings, I think, is this coming Saturday night, Friday, Sunday morning early. Kind of looking like hot tent season is just about over. I don't know whether we'll get much more cold weather, but not likely. But it has been a lot of fun since we've gotten that Lux Twin Peak and the Wild West titanium 3W stove from Lux. So, but might have to break out the Teton and do some sleeping in the bug mesh and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I did that once this year. So I'll bring y'all back here when some other stuff goes. But I have a feeling that spring has sprung here in Eastern Virginia.